Gizmo. Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to a very special episode. In today's episode we got a special guest. We got Gizmo. Gizmo! Alright, he's leading the way, as you guys can see. So today we're going to be talking about pooches and doggies and pets, but mainly dogs, you know, because that's what I have, what we have. But we're going to be talking about animals. All right, so I'm giving Gizmo a walk around the neighborhood, as you guys can see. Just like I take a walk around the neighborhood, you know, he also needs a walk around the neighborhood. So I decided, you know, let me make an episode, you know, when we talk about this. Why not? Might as well. Just like, just as good as any other topic, right? And it is an important topic, you know. I always, sometimes we forget about our, you know, our feline friends, or our, you know, doggy friends. But you know, we can't forget about them, you know what I mean? Like, they are part of the family, and they are, you know, yeah, part of the family, you know, whatever. Yeah, anyway, so okay, so let's get to it. All right, so I'm gonna let Gizmo lead the way. All right, so again, I apologize if today's a little bit of an awkward episode. Instead of me leading the way, we're gonna have Gizmo doing this thing. But yeah, so let's talk about dogs out here. So yes, again, it's a little hard with one hand. So dogs and animals. So is Merida Mexico, or is Mexico pet friendly? The answer is yes. You know, people love their animals and their pets out here just like everywhere else, and they really are dog friendly out here, and all that good stuff. So, you know, is Merida Mexico pet friendly? Yeah, it's very pet friendly. And in fact, you know, just like everything else, you know, for you guys and your health, getting, you know, what is it, getting doctors, you know, aka vets, and getting medicine for dogs and any animal out there is a lot cheaper out here as well. So, you know, out here you can get a doctor's visit to your house. Okay, you can get a veterinarian. By the way, I know I need a haircut, but you can get a veterinarian. Whoa. You can get a veterinarian out here. Hold on. For around, you know, 500 to 700 pesos, you know what I mean? That's making a house call, and that's on the expensive end. You can probably get them cheaper, but for a good one, you know, you can get one for like around 500, 700 pesos. And you know, again, making a house call, you don't have to go, you know, take your dog, which again, like in the case of Gizmo, which is a bigger dog, it's a lot more difficult to travel with him, especially since we don't have a car. You follow me, you know? So yeah, it's very, and again, you know, it's very convenient for them to make a house call and all that good stuff. So with that being said, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, so and then once you know, once you get the vet, you know what I mean, they have a lot of awesome vets out here. You know, if you ever need one, I can also recommend one. Again, assuming, you know, you're out here and you need one. I'm not gonna, you know, put the name out there. But anyways, but regardless, you know, most people go out and just find their own, you know what I mean? There's tons and plenty out there. Very reputable veterinarians out there in case you need them. But anywho, and again, and the medicine as well, readily available and all that good stuff. Oh, I think there's thought there was like a spot on the camera there. But anyways, another thing about having pets out here is that it's very different in the US when it comes to like the laws and all that good stuff, you know? So, you know, in the US there might be a little bit more laws about, you know, having to have, like you see, having to have Mr. Gizmo on a leash. So out here there's no real laws on anything like that. In fact, I don't think there's any laws. Maybe there's a few, I'm sure they have some laws, but they're very minimal, if any. So what do I mean by that? Well, I choose to walk Gizmo, you know, with a leash, okay? And so does Christian now. But before, you know, back when this guy was still a baby pooch, Christian just used to walk around with him side by side, not put on a leash, okay? And it was no problem, you know. He was well trained enough to figure it out and stand by her side. Again, this is not for every animal out there or anything like that, but in the case of out here, there's a lot of people, most people prefer, I mean, again, I am showing my gringo-ness, or my, you get what I'm saying, my high classness, okay, by literally having a leash on, because you know, in the most cases, you know what I mean, most people either keep their dogs indoors because they're smaller breeds and they never leave the house, or when they're actually walking them, they don't, you know what I mean, they're big enough to take care of themselves, and so they don't need like a leash. Hold on, let me all right, come on, guys. Let's go. So with that being said, that's like another thing that we all got to keep aware of, because it's the truth, you know what I mean? Animals out here are animals, okay? And so animals out here are animals. So what does that mean? What does that mean? If something happens, if something, let's say that dog were to get out and they get into a fight, God forbid, you know, something like, here, there's some wood, let me knock on the wood, hold on. But anyways, God forbid, whoa, something crazy like that were to happen. Oh, look at these cute little dogs over there. But God forbid something like that were to happen, it's all on me and on them. But there's no law that says I owe them. They can't sue me. They can't, nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? It's very, very, very different. So it is imperative for you to take care of your animals. Okay, Gizmo, hold on. It is imperative for you to take care of your animals and for you to take care of yourself from animals. So that's another thing too. There are stray dogs in Mexico. There are stray dogs out here. We got to be careful with those things. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, there's many, many things like that. But let's go back to what I was saying earlier. When I was talking about the, whatchamacallit, like the leash thing. Okay, so, you know, again, you know, having a dog on a leash out here is, you know, there's no law. You know what I mean? There's no nothing. So it's up to you whether you keep your dog on a leash or not. And it's up to you, if something were to happen to the dog, you got to understand that there's no repercussions. You get what I'm saying? There's no, you know what I mean? If something were to happen to your dog and you don't have them, whether you have them on a leash or not, it's you know, again, it's up to you. You know what I mean? There's no insurance. There's no like cop, the police officer is gonna come out here and you know, and mitigate anything. No. You gotta figure this shit on your own. So that's basically how it is. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right. So, and again, that goes for anyone out there that doesn't have an animal, just walking around and you see a stray dog or see something like that. Be careful, because you never know. Again, you know, most of them are friendly and they don't really do anything, but don't be petting no stray dogs. Don't be doing anything stupid like that, because guess what? You know, if they bite you, it's your ass. That's it. You know what I mean? You got to figure out what the fuck is going to happen. Come on, brother. Let's go. Where are you going? Yeah, what was he? He's frozen there. Gizmo, let's go. You want to go that way? Which way you want to go? You want to go this way? Okay. We just came from there. Oh, he sees a stray dog. Look at that. You see? There's a stray dog over there. Let's go. And so, but that's the thing. But, you know, again, you know, that's the part about living. That's the part about living out here in Mexico. We're going in circles. Come on. Sorry about that. That's the thing about living out here in Mexico, is that things are more free and liberating. And there's benefits and there's negatives to that, you know. So maybe, you know what I mean, you know, you gotta I'm talking about all this because, you know, we gotta keep it real, keep it 100. I gotta tell you what's really going on out here, because if you really, you know, plan on coming out here, you know, you gotta take care of everything. Now again, it is relatively, okay, remember, nothing is 1,000,000% safe, no matter where you are, what you are, they're nothing. But anyways, but it is relatively pretty motherfucking safe out here, okay? And it's including for your dogs again, but you gotta take the precautions. You know, in the case of your pooch, I could have him off a leash. You know, we could train him and walk him around without a leash, but I don't trust drivers, for example. You follow me? Look at this guy. Oh my god, this guy. Anyway, so let's see where we're going. Let's go this way. Let's go to the park. Come on, Gizmo, this way. Yeah, there's just traffic on here. Sorry, I gotta spin around because I only got one hand. Sorry, but anyways, okay. So let's keep, you know, talking. So, you know, just like back home, you know what I mean? Like right now, you know, if a car runs over my dog, it's my motherfucking fault. You know what I mean? I get the guy, you know, if he has a good heart, he has money, he has all these things. Hold on, let me see if I can fix this thing here. Hold on, Gizmo. Whoa. All right, got a little tight up there. Okay, got a little more room. All right, brother, let's go. But again, if he gets hit by a car, there's no like insurance, there's no like you know, the guy owes you money, the guy, no, you know. Sure, even if it's his fault, I'm sure he feels terrible about it, and that's all he can do, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. If he's really, if that person that hit your dog for whatever reason is actually like a good person and has money, whatever, like I was saying, and like wants to make it right, you might get lucky, but probably not. Look, we got some dogs over there. Oh, let's see. Let's see what's going on. Just getting to know each other. All right, let's go. Let's go. I wonder what's going on. They're all getting to know each other out here. All right, let's go. Bye, Mr. Dog. Let's go. All right, let's go. But anyways, and that's it, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, you got to assert dominance. You got to do whatever you got to do. Let's go, Gizmo. Come on. And that's it, you know what I mean? It's up to you, you know what I mean? If it's going to happen. These things are going to happen, as you guys saw. Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's get out of here. Okay, bye. Hey. All right, let's go. Ah! I'm trying to do two things at once here. Ah! Give me 1 second. Let's go. Come on. Anyways, so as I was saying, you know, at the end of the day, you know, you got to watch out for everything. You know what I mean? You got to be vigilant. Things are a little different out here. Let's go. So things are different out here, you know what I mean? You got to definitely be more vigilant. You got to definitely be more aware of your surroundings, but only because everything is so free and so wild. You know, that is the freedom and the liberty that I talk about all the fucking time. It comes in many shapes and forms, and that's the thing, you know what I mean? Like, in the case of right now, you know, when it comes to your pet, you know, there's a reason why a lot of people might not want to walk their dog, because they themselves might not have their, you know, what is it, like, can assert their dominance like I just did there with the help my dog. You know what I mean? That's all. All right, where are we going? This way? Let's see. Look at him. But yeah, you saw it, and then, you know, the dogs are still all the way back there. You know what I mean? Like, they're not chasing us. They're not anything. They're all the way on the other side. You want to go over there? And they're over there, like, kind of like staring at us, like, you know, again, like little, you know, gang dogs, you know, dogs in the neighborhood. And I know them, I've seen them before. But again, you know what I mean? They know fully well, you know what I mean? Like, maybe if my dog was out here by himself, you know, it would have been a little different with those dogs. I don't know. But definitely me also asserting my dominance is letting them know, hey, you know what I mean? Like, I could be able to do something. And that's it, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, the dog's not stupid, you know what I mean? They know exactly what's going on. But anyways, you know, these are all like very real situations, you know what I mean? And they're very real, you know what I mean? That's why a lot of people that maybe have a dog or maybe have like a pooch, and they really like take care of him, like really, you know what I mean? Like really like baby him a little bit too much. You know, they might not, you know, want to walk him in a neighborhood like this with stray dogs and you know, like a bit more traffic and things like that. In fact, you know, they prefer to live somewhere like in the northern part and shit like that, as opposed to just doing this thing there. You ready? All right. Oh, you know what, bro? This guy's the best. He takes a dump like on the garbage. He takes a dump here in the garbage, so I don't gotta pick it up. I love this guy. This guy's the best. Hey, good job. But anyways, what was I saying? They got distracted. There's a lot of dog barking out here. So yeah, that's another thing too. You know, just like there's dogs out here, there's a lot of people that have dogs as well. You know what I mean? And you know, you're gonna hear the noise. You're gonna hear the barking. You're gonna hear all that. You know, the barking wasn't for me there. It was for the owner that was coming home. Those two stray dogs over there, I'm looking in the distance. You were not gonna be able to see. Maybe Let me see. I'm gonna point it over there and just maybe I'll see if I can zoom in. But those owners over there, you know, those two stray dogs, they have owners and stuff like that. So even if you see stray dogs in the street, it's just like, and again, they probably live in that house, and they're not really stray dogs. You know what I mean? They're just like street dogs, you know, meaning like a, you know, like a cat. Like if you have a cat, all right, let's go this way. Like if you have a cat and you might want your cat to be an indoor cat, I mean an outdoor cat, and then the cat goes around the neighborhood and stuff like that. I wanted to add a few things because I was just talking to Christian as I came home, and she goes, yeah, you know, she forgot, or she realized that, yeah, I was right about the whole, all these dogs that were loose, they do belong to owners. And so most people out here, they just keep their dogs out and about, you know what I mean? Just street dogs, and then when they come home, they let them in and do their thing. They let them hang out the front, you know? But these basically spend the whole day out and about until the owner comes back home. I was like, oh, okay, that explains a lot as to why there are so many dogs out, and why most people walk their dogs, the ones that do walk them on a leash. There are a few people out here in this neighborhood in particular too, that they walk them, but they walk them at night, and that makes a lot more sense. And also, the last thing I really wanted to say was that at the very least, you know, I know this episode was all over the place. It was me walking Gizmo, trying to get my thoughts together. It's just too many things at once, but too much stimuli, as they say. But throughout this whole thing, you know what I mean, the one thing that I really want more than anything, just like in all videos, is that I want to open up the conversation and have you guys, if you guys have any questions, any doubts, anything, any concerns about, you know, this is it's not, you're not the only one. A lot of people, look at that cool ass fucking car. I just realized, anyways, I just realized a lot of people out here have that same situation. And then, you know, me as a new dog owner out here now, you know, because I have, you know, Gizmo because of Christian, it's a very similar situation, you know what I mean, where now I have more concerns, I care for him, you know, yada yada yada, and I want the best for him. And you know, it's the same thing. So I'm relaying the same information and the same, you know, thoughts that I'm having, and I know a lot of you guys have, because again, you know, a lot of you guys have, as we talked in the video, we've you know, dealt with that. Okay, so again, please, you know what I mean, if you do have any kind of pet out there and you're concerned about bringing them out here, you're worried about how it is out here, you know, you not only do you have this video, but we can talk about it further in the comments, and even further, if I need to make another video, we'll do so. And again, same thing for whatever animal, but you know, dogs are the main, you know, concern here, because most animals are, you know, pretty much indoor animals anyway, you know what I mean, except for dogs. Dogs are the only ones that are, they're a little bit more savage, right, as they like to say. So, all right, guys, look, I mean, you know, back in the US, back in the day, we used to have our dogs out and about and let them do their thing. But anyways, I don't want to get into that, but the point I'm making is that you saw, you know what I mean, what was happening there. At the end of the day, the reason everybody in the US keeps everybody on a leash is because if the dogs encounter a situation like that, everybody pulls away and don't let them do their thing. But you can't do that. You gotta like let them do their thing, and they were able to do their thing, and that's all she wrote. But anyways, again, I'm not a dog expert. Don't be thinking I am or anything like that. I'm just a guy that knows basics, you know what I mean? And that's it, you know what I mean? Whatever that means. But I'm just showing you, I'm giving you a walk through my neighborhood with my dog, showing you how it is out here, in case, you know, you want to find yourself in a very similar situation. And that's the way we do it out here. You know, we got the bread guy. Hold on. We got the bread guy over there, as always. We got Gizmo leading the way. But yeah, today's episode is going to be a little longer, okay? We're definitely going longer on this episode because I want to show you guys a little bit more of just a daily day, just kind of like a day, you know what I mean? All we're doing here is just I'm walking around with my dog through the neighborhood on a Friday afternoon as things are starting to get back to normal finally, and just talking about the dog situation. So yeah, because a lot of people, all right, no, don't go in the guy's house. So a lot of people, oh, there's another dog over there. See, that one looks more like a stray. See, those other dogs, you know, when I now come to think of it, they look, see, look, actually, look, they look alike. You see? All right, let's go, Gizmo. Bum, Gizmo. Back. So, but yeah, that's like a normal, typical thing out here, you know, and it's like, it's not really something to worry about, you know what I mean? Unless you worry about it, you know what I mean? You just got to do what you got to do. But back to what I was saying about you know, pets and stuff like that. So, you know, I understand a lot of people, you know, they want their pet out here, and you know, if it's a smaller pet, if you know, if it's like on the smaller pet range or whatever, like, you know, you could take it as a carry-on, you could take it with you, you could bring it with you, you know, all that good stuff. I'm trying to see, I don't even know where I am. I'm trying to get to the park. Here, let's go this way. Gizmo. Sorry. Let's keep going this way. Hola. So yeah, you see, like, people look at me a little weird because I have the dog on a leash, which is just the way it is. But anyways, yeah, so like I was saying, if you want to have your dog more on a leash on a regular basis, and you want to do this whole thing and have other people with their dogs on a leash, and you want to live that life, then you got to move up north, okay, which is the northern part, the part that I always talk about that I don't like, because it feels just like the US or just like Europe or just like whatever, you know what I mean, which is a very, very developed area, you know. And so, you know, with all that, you know what I mean, with all that development, you know, comes all that stuff too, you know what I mean, that we're used to. But again, you're going to be paying a pretty penny, and it's going to be a little different. So in the northern part, you found a spot, sorry. Sorry, multiple things. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, at the northern area of Merida, you're gonna be able to find more like nice looking dog parks, and you're gonna find, you know, regular human parks that are extra nice, and just all this shit, you know what I mean? And you're gonna be you're gonna very easily be able to go up there without a problem, and you know, walk your dog, and make sure you got your little doggy bag, and yada yada yada, you know what I mean? Like, you know, right now I'm not really, you know, he's taking another dump, but again, I'm not really picking it up. And I'm gonna tell you again, I don't got nothing to hide. If he was taking a dump in someone's front yard, I got my bag. Look, it's right here. You hear it? I can't take it out, but I hope you hear it. But I got my, all right, let's go. I got my bag. But anyways, but what I'm saying is that, like, if he was taking a dump in someone's front yard, yeah, I'd be picking it up, so I got my bag. But since this guy is fucking dog of the year here, you know, fucking taking a dump in, like, literally, or, you know, on all this greenery there, you see? So he went in the greenery. I wasn't going to show you the dog taking a dump, all right? YouTube might censor that. But anyways, since he went out in there, you know, and took a dump there, I was like, well, it's great, that's fine, that's you know, it's full of garbage anyway, so not my problem there, you know. So what was I gonna say? So but yeah, you know, out here still, you know what I mean, even in this neighborhood that I'm living in, I don't want to have my dog taking a shit, you know what I mean, in front of someone's house, you know what I mean. This is, no, don't do that, okay? So, you know, you gotta at least respect, you know, like that, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. But like I said, if you want to live more cushy and cozy for you and your dog, you know, living in the north might be the best, okay? But like out here in this area, you know, you're totally fine. You know what I mean? Is you know what I mean, like, as long as you know that, you know what I mean, like, are you willing to walk your dog or not? Are you willing to, you know, deal with the things that you got to deal with, you know, which is maybe other dogs, and you know, other, you know, like cars and traffic and all this other shit. So, you know, you gotta, you know, be careful of that. See, it's like I see another Mr. Stray Dog over here just showing up, seeing what the fuck he wants. But yeah, you know what I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's just things like that where you gotta be, you know, on guard and be more careful. In fact, you might have to be a little bit more careful with your dog's safety than your own, because again, as you already know, it is really, really, really safe out here, for the most part. You know, there's absolutely nothing you got to worry about, as long as you know, you're vigilant like you are, especially if you come from the US. You don't got to worry about that. You know, I just realized, hey Gizmo, let's go. I think there's like some fucking chaya over here. Or whatever, if he's itchy later, that's his problem. Let's go, let's go. Come on. Yeah, so chaya is something that's kind of like poison ivy-ish. And so they have it out here. Here, let me show you. I think it's kind of like that leaf right there. I could be wrong. That one. That one. But anyways, I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. But anyways, but it does grow wild out here, and chaya is like a really, 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 really good medicinal plant that they use and eat out here a lot. but in its raw form, it is kind of poisonous, all right? But you gotta just like boil it, cook it off a little bit, and then all of a sudden you can eat it. Chaya. It's an indigenous plant from out here. It's fucking awesome. Anyways, back to what I was saying about animals and dogs. I know those episodes all over the place, you know, just like Gizmo and me all over the place. But you know, the reality is that like if you bring your pooch out here, if he's a bigger breed, oh yeah, we're talking about the transporter. If it's like a bigger breed, you know, you might have more difficulty in doing that, but it can still be doable. I know most people don't want to put them like in a weird cage and put them in the hull of a plane or anything like that. Come on, Gizmo, we already went through it. Let's go. I know most people don't want to do that, but what people end up doing is that they end up driving all the way down here with their dog because they have a big dog, like let's say Gizmo or bigger, and a lot of people, they can't, you know, they can't travel on a plane with that dog. You know, they just don't want to put them in that situation, so they opt into driving down here. And like I said, I have plenty of friends that have done it, and it's you know, it's a relatively easy drive, you know what I mean? Again, it's like 4 days depending on where you're coming from, but that's the best way, you know, just you can drive down with your dog. And when you're driving down with your dog, you can stay in, you know, hotels or Airbnbs or whatever, you know, that are dog friendly. It's not really a big deal. Again, it's pretty first world country out here, you know what I mean, with that, when you start looking at it. In fact, the places that are a little bit like kind of still backwards or whatever are the places I'm living in now, which is Merida, the Yucatan, you know, Cancun area, shit like that. But if you go to like Mexico City, you go to northern Mexico and shit like that, it's like, bro, you know, it's just like the US, man, you know. So yeah, and that goes with everything, you know. So you know, that's also why I mean, I enjoy living in this part, you know what I mean, because not only does it resemble a lot of what I grew up in, you know, coming from South Florida, a lot of Latin culture, a lot of Caribbean, you know, everything, but the fact that like things are still, you know, a little extra slow and a little extra relaxed out here, and not, you know, exactly like the US, you know what I mean. I don't miss that, you know. I like this lifestyle a little better, you know what I mean, where you get to, I mean, I work like an animal literally, you know, but you know, out here I get to be a little bit more you know what I mean, it's just that things are just a little bit on a better wavelength, at least for me. Again, and by the way, if you noticed, I've already been walking around for over 25 minutes, and I haven't even broken a sweat, because again, there's another thing I can talk about real quick, is about the weather. You know, the weather here, you know, does change, and it is yes, I've been talking for a while. Wah, wah. Anyways, but the weather out here does change, and right now we're going through, ready? Right now we're going into winter. You know, we're in late October, early November. Yeah, Gizmo. Gizmo. Let's go. Come on. You know, Gizmo's the aggressor here, you know, against the street dog. So that's what I'm saying, you know, like I know my dog is a bit more aggressive than most. Sorry, the camera flipped. So yeah, I know my dog is a little bit more aggressive than most. That's another reason I don't let him off his leash, you know what I mean? You know, just like I don't want to get into it, but I got in a situation with another dog owner that was walking around his dog without a leash, and he had like more like a pit bull type of thing. And I was like, no man, come on, you know, give me a break. You know, that's a little different. And that's the thing, you know what I mean? If you got an aggressive dog out here, you could do whatever you want. It's not really a big deal. But again, your neighbors might fucking hate your guts, and they might do some vigilante justice, okay? That again, the cops are not gonna care or stop. So again, you know, just the more freedom that I'm talking about. It's like, you know, they don't really rely on the cops to fucking, you know, do something, you know, they'll just do it themselves. But anyways, back to what I was saying, which I don't know what the hell I was saying. I was saying a bunch of things, but you know, yeah, you know, there's a lot of ways that you can travel with your pet. A lot of people choose to come out here, and then when they're out here, then they get a pet. Again, it's very pet friendly out here. But yeah, like the fact that, like, you know, the Yucatan and Merida and all that stuff is still like, it's definitely modern. You know, there's a lot of modern stuff out here, and everything you know you could want is pretty much out here. But it's more, again, just relaxed. It hasn't really caught up, you know, to speed with everybody else, which is part of their culture, you know what I mean? And this, hey, no, I think that's a poison plant, relax. Anyways, and so that's the thing, you know what I mean? We get to, you know, it's a little bit more chill, a little bit more relaxed out here, and I like that, you know what I mean? After, you know, coming from the hustle and bustle and being all over the place and going to the West Coast, I realized, oh, okay, you know what I mean? I like this. And so, you know, that's the thing. And so, yeah, going to the weather, you know what I mean? Again, I've been walking around for half an hour and haven't not broken a sweat. So it goes to show you that, yes, it does get very hot, but it also cools down. And it's like a nice fall day. It is fall, right? Yes. Anyways, so, and that's it, you know, and so that's why it's like a little cloudier and darker than usual and all that shit because of the weather. So anyways, let's start walking back home. Let's go, brother. Come on. You already took enough. You already, hey. Oh. Well, see, look, now, see, look, those dogs are going after each other over there. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Ah. So yeah, Gizmo's chasing them away. All right, come on, let's go. Oh, I think it was a female. I just realized I think it was a female. All right, hold on, let them. Some more little dog action before we put an end to this. Hey. But yeah, you gotta let them do that so they know who each other are. So that, you know what I mean? You gotta, so like that's a female, that's an older dog. You know, they're fine. Gizmo's with the aggressor here, so I gotta like be careful with him. Let's go, brother. All right, hold on. There's a car coming. Want to make sure we're all right. All right, let's go, Gizzy. Let's go, Jeezy. Let's go. Trying to be all tough and shit. Anyway, so again, you gotta be in charge, all right, or else, you know. That goes for everything in life. So, all right, guys. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I hope that at the very least this episode, if it answered one or two questions, great, but maybe it opened up the avenue, hey, let's talk about dogs, you know, let's talk about animals, let's talk about whatever. That's a very important thing out here. So again, doesn't matter what pet you got, you're gonna be fine. You know, just, you know, you got all kinds of things for whatever pet you want. And yeah, dogs are the only, you know what I mean, they're the special breed. All right, let's go. Come on. But yeah, you already know. All right, guys. But yeah, guys, so like I said, look, they got PetSmart out here. They got all kinds of modern whatever you want, okay, for your dog, for your pet. You can get whatever pet you want. There's no real laws or any kind of restrictions or nothing like that. It's just you know, you and your dog, all right, or you and your whatever pet, you know. But again, if you want to be out here with your dog, just, well, you already saw what could happen and what does happen out here, and it's not really a big deal. And you know what I mean, you know, just depending on where you want to live and where you want to whatever. Because again, you know what I mean, like I walk Gizmo all the time, and I think a lot of those dogs might be people's dogs that are out and about, because when I walk them at night, I don't see that many dogs, you know. So yeah, sorry, there's a car coming. But yeah, when I'm out and about at night with him, you know, I don't see as many dogs. This is the first time I really walk him during the day. But anyways, all right, guys, enough of that. I really hope you had a really good episode. I had a really fun episode walking Gizmo out here, having taken him on an adventure with me. Gizmo, you have fun? Hey. He's like, I'm camera shy. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. But anyways, as I was saying, I really hope that what this episode does, hey, where you going? Oh, where you going? Don't get tied up. Gizmo, where you going? Gizmo, what are you, hey. What are you doing? See, look, I like how he's smart. He sits down when he gets upset. Like, bro, you're the one that fucking, see, we're going around that pole with the leash. Anyways, let's go, brother. Come on. All right, so as I was saying, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, please like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to hit that bell icon, but more importantly than anything else, stay awesome, guys. All right, I'm gonna get going. All right, I gotta get inside the house and I gotta call for the wifey. I'm only one-handed here. All right, laters.